Morning. So this vlog is going to be a little bit of a different one, and that is because we have come to Disneyland Paris. So fun fact about me, I am a mega Disney fan. We have been to Disneyland Paris a number of times, we've been to Florida, we've been to Japan Disney, and we just love it. Now the only sad thing is that Disney's not dog friendly, so Minnie can't come. They do have kennels here, however Minnie is a little princess and she wouldn't fare very well in kennels. We don't think that's fair, so I'm gonna come into Disney today. I'm doing Disneyland for the full day today. Adam did have the option of doing a Disney day tomorrow, but he has very kindly offered to just stay and look after Minnie for 2 days, so I'll do the other park tomorrow. So I'm very excited. Bear with me while I'm just kind of buzzing, getting really excited, and I'll take you with me and show you what we get up to. So I thought I'd mention as well, just while I'm walking in, that Disneyland Paris has a motorhome parking area, which is just behind me here. So you're under solar panels, which is fine. We're actually parked right at the very back. There's a couple of rows at the back that aren't solar panelled, so we're able to get solar to the van, which is even better. We were planning on just being under in the shade all the time. So it is expensive, it's €40 per day, very spenny, but it's Disney, it always is going to be. You're right kind of into the parks from where we've parked up. I'm just walking in now. Maybe, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. It was really easy to get through and get in, so it's quite handy that they've got that as an option. But yeah, let's make our way in. So we've never driven to Disneyland Paris before. We've always flown in. So we've flown in and we've been in like a car that's driven us to one of the hotels, or we've got the train from the airport before. So I wasn't entirely sure where the car park would bring you out, but it brings you out just opposite the train station. So you're kind of into the downtown Disney area that leads to Adventure World, which is the second park. And then a little bit further down is Disneyland Park itself. So you're kind of in a really central location. So we'll go through bag check and then we'll make our way down to the Disneyland Park. Excited! Okay, so we have made it through the bag check security, and now we are so close to getting in the park. But before you get in the park, you've got to go past and under the big pink Disneyland Hotel, which is the most gorgeous hotel. We're through the ticket barriers, and now to just enjoy the day. So I think we're going to make our way up to the castle. I'm aware that the castle has some boards around the bottom, but I'm prepared for that. That's okay, it'll still be beautiful. And maybe go to Haunted Mansion, because that's my favourite, or Phantom Manor as it's called here. Look who's waiting for us! Nothing like a good old welcome from the boss, eh? Head mouse. Now, anyone that says that this is not the most beautiful castle is lying. Look at it! It's gorgeous. But we're going to make our way up into Adventureland and through just to have an explore. And yeah, I'm thinking Phantom Manor first because I just love it. I'm spooky at heart. So there is Big Thunder Mountain, which is a big roller coaster here that's popular. I don't think the queue's that bad right now. and I'm tempted. I think I'm going to do Haunted Mansion first. I'm going to keep calling it Haunted Mansion even though it's called Phantom Manor, because I'm annoying like that. But yeah, I think I'm going to do Phantom Manor first, just because I imagine I'm going to go on this a number of times today, unapologetically. I'm not going to lie, I would love to live in the Phantom Manor. I think it's beautiful. I think a lot of the houses that we've seen in France as we've gone on our journey, it's quite reminiscent of. Yeah, I would.
Our tour begins here, in this gallery, where you gaze upon the sweet innocence of youth. Kindly step all the way in and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. Beauty of this house awaits us far beyond, and she's dying to meet you. And beware the phantom.
Join now the spirits in nuptial doom, a ravishing bride, a vanishing groom.
I love that ride so much. It's different to the one in Florida and the one that we've done in Tokyo. Those two are very similar, but I like how this one's different. It kind of has like more of a Western theme towards the end, and it focuses on like Constance the Bride a little bit more. And then you've got the graveyard at the end here, which has some little pun names and things. Leadfoot Fred. Dance too slow and now he's dead. And then over here you can hear a heartbeat in this, and if you put your hand on it you can feel it. Spooky. See, these spooky little details I love. So you've got the Molly Brown boat over there that you can go on, which is a bit different to Florida. Florida's just got rid of this and is doing a whole new villains land, so it's quite unique that we've got that in this park here. Okay, so it's a 40-minute wait, but Big Thunder Mountain is one of the big hitters, so I figure if I can get that knocked off the list then I'll be happy. So I'm gonna just sit in queue, well I'm gonna stand in queue, but hopefully the queue won't be too bad. And hopefully as I get a little bit closer to the front, maybe there'll be an option for them to move me ahead a little bit, being a single person. So we'll see. But 40 minutes isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. I know some people might be thinking that's crazy, but in Tokyo Disney, the queues that we had there were astronomical for some things. So I don't mind this. It's not too hot. The weather's quite nice. So let's just see. So fun. Well, that was exciting. Now, I think the parade, one of the parades, I think it's called Stars on Parade, I might have to check that. I think that started maybe 6 or 7 minutes ago, and I was hoping that I could get off that ride when I have done and make it down to Main Street in time to still catch the end of it. So hopefully I should be able to. I can just hear the parade in the background, so I think we're going to be able to catch a little bit of it, which is handy. Happy days. So we managed to catch the parade just, which was good timing actually. I know we didn't kind of have a spot right at the front to see all of the performers in between, but the main float is what I always look for, and we managed to see each of them just in the nick of time, so I would say that is perfect timing. It's pretty busy back there now, so I've just tried to make a bit of a break for it, and I'm getting quite hungry, so I think I might find somewhere just to have a bit of a bite to eat, a bit of a pit stop, maybe see if I can get a coffee with it, because I've not had a coffee today and I am fueled by coffee normally, so we'll see what we can find. Okay, so I've come into Hakuna Matata restaurant. It's a quick service, and I figured if I come in now, it's a little bit quieter, it's much easier to get a table, so that makes life a lot easier before a mad rush comes in. And randomly, I've gone healthy. I don't know what's come over me. I mean, later on I'll probably not be healthy, but I've gone for I think it's the chicken strip salad, called the Hakuna chicken salad, I think, and a coffee. The salad itself was only €7.50 and the coffee was €4. So I think for theme park food, that's not too bad. I've got to say, that's delicious. It's got bits of pineapple, I think maybe peanut, I think it said. Yeah, definitely peanut, and sweet potato. Really, really flavourful. I actually, for a salad, it's delicious. So 10 out of 10 for me. So that was really tasty. It was really filling, and it's good to see that you can get healthy meals while you're in the parks as well. I'm sure I'm going to have treats and all sorts later, but it makes me not feel quite as bad then. So the plan now is I'm going to walk along here to Pirates, see what the queue's like for that, and yeah, just take it all in really. There's an Indiana Jones ride here as well. Not sure if I'm going to go on that. Might play that one by ear, but Pirates is another big favourite that I always like, so definitely want to make sure I get that one ticked off. So we've done Pirates, that's another good one ticked off the list. But I say we, like the royal we, I'm used to it being me and Adam. I wish he was here. But yeah, we're gonna make our way down now to Main Street because there's another parade type show that's called A Million Splashes of Colour, and I think that starts in about 30 minutes, but I'm also expecting that people are going to bag a spot well in advance. But yeah, I think if we make our way down to Main Street and just kind of pick a spot, then at least we'll have a good view then for the show. Okay, so we've managed to bag a space in the main circle. We've got one of the stages just here. There's 4 little stages in this circle, and we're looking over the castle. So hopefully this will be a good spot. So I'm just waiting for the show Million Splashes of Colour to start. The sun is out, it's lovely, and I'm just sat on the floor. A load of us are just sort of sat leaning on the railings. And I can't think of anything better than just chilling in a Disney park, in the sunshine, with the Disney music, the smell of popcorn. If you know, you know.
Toutes ces couleurs. Oh, toutes ces musiques sont tellement...
There's just something about a Disney parade and a Disney show. It just gets you. I love that. Yeah, there's just something magic about Disney shows. They always put on a good show. The tune's always so catchy. And I really enjoyed that. That's the first time I've seen it. I mean, we've not been to Disneyland Paris for about 7 or 8 years, I think it's been. So obviously parades and shows have all changed. But I really liked that. What I might do is I might try and catch one of the later showings and wait further down on Main Street, because the main song was kind of them approaching along Main Street, and I think that would be cool to see it from a different angle. I've heard that people kind of see it a couple of times just to get the different viewpoints and the different bits of the show, so we'll see if I've got time for that later. I'm sure I will. But I am currently making my way back to Haunted Mansion, or to Phantom Manor, because I really just want to ride it again. Okay, so we are now going to go into the Sleeping Beauty Castle, and we're going to have a little look around. It tells the story of Sleeping Beauty. I've not done this. This might be the second time I've only ever done it, but it is very beautiful inside, so let's have a little explore. the dragon was not happy to see us. I do think that's a cool detail though from the Disneyland Paris castle, that they've got that underneath. Oh, they've got the parade going out again, million splashes of colour. I'm going to wait until later on to watch it down Main Street. I've held off long enough. I'm in the shops. Oh my god, if Minnie didn't have a coat already, that would be adorable. So cute. These are what I'm torn between. Do I go for the Donald in navy or Mickey in grey? I do like the white one, and that's got Minnie on the back. But I certainly can't wear white. That would get filthy. I'd drop something on it, spill all my food on it. So I'm gonna mull that over.
Papa, il est bien mis ou pas?
This book's pretty cool. It shows all of how they made it and how they themed it. It's English and French, but I ain't paying €69 for it. Oh my god, The Emperor's New Groove is one of my favourite Disney movies. Proper underrated. And look at this! Yzma and Kronk! That is amazing. This is very pretty. It's the clock from the Disneyland Paris hotel. That is gorgeous. So after being really healthy earlier and having my salad, I'm now going for a classic. I can't help it. Obsessed with chicken nuggets from Casey's Corner. So that's what I've got for my tea. So I've got Casey's Corner, chicken nuggets, chips and a Fanta. I think it cost me €18.50 altogether. Delicious. I am going to dock them some points though, because the last time we did a Disney park it was in Japan and they theme everything. All of the packaging is super cute. The chicken nuggets are like Mickey shaped. I'm sure these will taste delicious, but I do miss the Mickey shape. I'm being really fussy. Okay, so you might notice I'm wearing something a little different now. I may or may not have been tempted to buy a fleece. By tempted, I mean I did. But you know, it's a little bit cold and it's a really cute fleece. So I have refueled with my chicken nuggets and chips. I am nice and warm now with my fleece. I'm gonna wait for the million splashes of colour to come past. I'm just sat on Main Street at the moment. And then I'll have a little think about what I want to do next. Lots of bubbles. So I have decided I'm going to have a bit of a wander around the Fantasyland and this land currently, just because I haven't really explored these lands much yet. Mooch about just to make sure I'm not missing anything. And then I think I'm going to go to downtown Disney just to have a little mooch there, because I know they're currently doing a lot of works there, so I think part of it isn't kind of open and shops are here, there and everywhere, restaurants are here, there and everywhere, but I know that there are some new shops from when I've last been there, so I'd like to go and have a little explore there. So if I do that first and then come back into the park in time for the fireworks and the evening show, so I think that's my plan. Ignore everything I've just said because Star Wars, or Star Tours should I say, was only a 5-minute wait, so I thought why not?
You want to be prepared.
I got it.
1, 2, 3.
So I think that was complete fluke then that we've just got off the Star Tours ride. The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda was just walking on by. And I didn't know that they had that in Disneyland Paris. The little Baby Yoda was so cute. I've not actually seen the show on Disney Plus, but everyone knows Baby Yoda, right? He was very cute.
Collegiaal, hè? Dino-buff. De dino-buff. Ja. Waar is hij?
Okay, so had a thorough lap of the park and then some. I've just exited Disneyland Park now and I'm gonna walk into downtown Disney like I mentioned before and have a little explore there, see what I can see before coming back and bagging a spot for the nighttime fireworks. So I think I've explored the shops that are open here at the moment. You can see that there's a lot of construction work going on at the Disney Village, but you can also see the potential of what it's going to turn into with the new shops they've done. They're beautiful, really nice. So it's exciting to see what it'll look like in, I don't know, a couple of years time when they've finished everything. But for now, I am going to grab a Starbucks and I'm going to grab Adam a Starbucks and take it back to him. Back at the van, here he is.
Here I am.
Brought you a coffee.
Already drank it.
You been okay today?
Yeah, it's been fine. Just chilling, having a nice, easy day. Good. Me and the toot.
There she is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to leave you both be and then head to watch the fireworks and then come back.
I'll probably be in bed.
I thought you were going to say I'll probably still be here. I was like, I hope so.
I'll still be here.
Good.
Might not be awake.
That's fair. one last look at the castle, and then finally bed. Can't lie, I'm shattered. It's been a really good day. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely missed spending the day with Adam though. We always love doing Disney together, so it felt weird that I wasn't doing that. But I'm really glad that I was able to go in the park and experience it. I'm just power walking my way back now. I'm absolutely shattered. It's been a full mega day, but wouldn't have it any other way. That's what Disney's all about. No time for rest when you're at Disney. And we got to do it all again tomorrow to see the second park, Disney Adventure World. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that has to hold for us. Day 2. So today's plan is we're going to go into Disney's Adventure World. The last time I was in this park was, I think I said yesterday, like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and it's since changed its name and it's had a whole new area open up in the last month or so, I think it's been. So they've got a Frozen Land now, an Arendelle, and a few other little bits, and I think it's a land that they're kind of expanding as time goes on. There's plans, or there's current works underway to make a Lion King area with a log flume ride, which looks really cool, but that's not open yet. So I'm really excited to kind of explore this park, seeing as I've not been in it for so long and it looks completely different when I've watched other people's videos. And then later tonight is the nighttime show for that park, so I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. Okay, so security took a little longer today, but it is busier because we're earlier, but we're here. We're at Disney Adventure World, just about to go through the ticket barrier. So from what I can see, the Frozen ride is currently down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to the Marvel area because I've never seen that area before, and see if I can do the 2 rides that are there. By that point, hopefully the Frozen ride will be up. We'll see what the wait time's like. But basically I'd like to do the Frozen ride today to make sure that I get that ticked off the list. I know that's gonna be a big queue no matter what time I get to do it. But let's go explore the Avengers campus. So I think Web Slingers is only a 5-minute wait for single rider, so I'm going to see if I can get on that. So from what I've seen of this ride, you have to shoot your web like this, like Spider-Man, and the screens pick up on it, I think, and it takes you along. That's as much as I know. Obviously, I'll report back when I've actually been on it and know a bit more. Okay, that was really fun. So it was basically what I said. You fling your hands around at the screen and the little car moves you around. It's a little bit like the Toy Story ride, except you do it with your hands instead of like a toy. It was really good fun. I came second. The fella next to me, he beat me. But I got 233,000, I think, something like that. So I'm gonna have a look on the app now. I think Frozen's back up now, but I think it's at like 85 minutes, so I might leave that to hopefully come down a little bit. Okay, I've had a little look. Frozen's back down again actually, but I'm gonna do Avengers Assemble Flight Force, which I think is like a quick indoor roller coaster. So let's give this a bit of a go. Again, never done this one before, but I'm excited to see what it's like. Well, that was quite the roller coaster. I don't know why I bothered doing my hair before Disney days, to be fair, because roller coasters are just not conducive to having a hairdo. That was fun though. It was a bit like Rock and Roller Coaster, so you're in a dark space and you're just whizzing round. You do like a 360 loop at one point, and you've got different screens as you're fighting with Tony Stark and whoever to save the world. Very cool. I've just checked the Disney app and Frozen is still down, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm hoping that they get it sorted so that I'm able to ride it later. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along to the new land and just have a little explore and soak it all up. I want to do that before it possibly rains, and also in about an hour there's a show on the water at the front of the Arendelle Castle, so I'll go along and hopefully catch that. Maybe the ride might open in the meantime, maybe we might be able to get quickly in. I think that's a bit optimistic. We'll see. So you've got the new Tangled ride there, Tangled Spin, and you're in one of the little boats, a little bit like teacups. However, I'm not very good at spinning rides, so I'm not going to go on that. And then you've got Regal View just to my right as well, which is, I believe, one of the very fancy restaurants here. I think it's quite expensive and quite hard to get a reservation in, so I won't be eating in there either. But at the opposite end to the water here, I can just make out Arendelle. It looks very busy over there. It's really cool seeing this new part of the park open. Don't know if you can see, but it's snowing because Elsa's just been here. That's pretty cool. So you've currently got people queuing for the ride even though it's closed, which is mad. But there is also a queue for the Arendelle Boutique, which is the shop. So I'm going to wait in this because I want to hang around here for the next showing on the water of Anna and Elsa. So we'll do that. Now, you know I collect postcards from everywhere we go. You can get postcards here for €5 and they put an international stamp on, and out the front there's a little mailbox that you can send. So for €5 you get to send a really cool little souvenir home, or to whoever you want. So I might well do that. Don't mess around in this park with waiting. I was waiting for about 40 minutes before the show then, and I wasn't even at the front. So just bear that in mind if you are here. People queue for a very long time. The Frozen ride is now back up, but the queue's massive, so I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to try and maybe grab a bit of food. Quite hungry, so maybe grab a bite to eat and then see where we go from there. Okay, so just a little bit further along from where Frozen is, I have stopped at one of the kiosks and I have got the onion melt. So this is French onion soup with croutons and cheese, all in a bread bowl. So I'm figuring it's a little bit cooler today, so this will warm me up and fill me up, and then I just got a Coke as well. So hopefully this will be tasty. I can honestly say that was one of the most delicious dinners. It was really, really good. It was only, I think, €10.50, so really filling and quite reasonably priced, I would say. Like, that's going to fuel me for a big chunk of the day now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move along to Ratatouille because that's got the shortest single rider queue at the moment, but I'm going to see what it's like when I get there. Okay, we're in Ratatouille land, and the Ratatouille ride is only 30 minutes for single rider, so I think I'm going to give that a go. I don't think it's going to get under that anytime soon, so let's go. So Ratatouille was fun, another one ticked off the list, and I've come to realise that I think Frozen, the single ride is just going to be around 45 minutes. I've not seen it go any lower than that so far, and I really want to make sure I do that ride. So while I'm fueled up, I think I'm just gonna bear it and get in the queue. What I am going to do is just grab a bottle of pop or a bottle of water so that I have something for the lengthy queue. But yeah, sometimes you've just got to grin and bear the queues. That's part of Disney. So I'm going to head back to the world of Frozen and get in the queue, and then I'm going to see what time it is after that as to whether one of the shows I was going to do is running or whether that might be a good stopping point to head back and do the little swap out with Adam. So we shall see once I have done the Frozen ride.
Do you wanna build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. Elsa wants to give us all some fun. She's making everyone a snowy summer day.
Tell us the story again, please.
C'est par une journée comme celle-ci qu'Anna a sauvé sa sœur par un geste d'amour. Sa sœur qui a dégelé un cœur de glace.
Oh, and now they're best friends.
Bienvenue au palais de glace d'Elsa!
Would you say that we're elated or gassy?
Let's just call it tonight.
To share what I can do to test the limits and break no light, no.
Okay, so the Frozen ride done. And it wasn't too bad actually, the queue. It said 45 minutes, but I timed it and it was only half an hour. So even better. It was really good. So it's the same one as the one in Florida, or is very similar as to what I can remember. But it's just obviously newer, so newer animatronics. So it was really good. My bottom got a bit wet from the seat, from the splash, because it is a log flume, but like a baby log flume. Yeah, it is a log flume, so you do have a drop at one point and splash. And the seat was already wet when I sat down, so I was like, oh no, this isn't a good place to sit. So my plan now is to make my way back to the van, and I'm gonna tag out with Adam. So I'll look after Minnie for a little bit. He can have a little wander around downtown Disney and just a bit of a mooch around really, and then I'll come back to this park once he's done. year from when I last filmed, the weather became shocking. So I didn't want to get the camera out, so I just enjoyed kind of walking around the park and soaking it up myself. It's an hour and a half before the fireworks now for the nighttime show, and if yesterday's anything to go by, people might start reserving good spots early. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to get a coffee because I'm really flagging. Coffee, and then maybe just do one last little lap round and then start heading in the direction of where I might want to watch the show from. So I think that's the plan, but it's been a really good day. I just feel like Disney tops up my soul a little bit, so very lucky that I was able to do this. Very lucky indeed.
Zigzag et les petits soldats et karting ont terminé leur préparation. Maintenant, c'est à vous. Votre mission, explorer et jouer.
So now it's getting a bit dark. I mean, the camera doesn't really show it, but it's getting a little darker and all the lights have started to come on. This walkway is particularly beautiful. I really like this. This leads you up to the big lake, the new area. So this is really beautiful, and you've got the Tangled ride that's all lit up now. All the lanterns I can see are all lit inside as well. And that's the kind of ride that's even prettier at night time, to be fair. I'm gonna go and have a little look. Don't know if you can see Pascal at the very, very top. That's a cute little detail. I like that. This is a beautiful ride. Look at the ceiling. Yeah, that's a gorgeous ride. Like I said before, I won't be going on it because it spins, but to look at it from here, gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, just standing there looking at it spinning because the floor's moving in different ways as well. That was even making me feel ill. I'm not even on the ride. It's weird that I can't go on something like that, but earlier I was on the Avengers ride that was like proper spins you upside down roller coaster. That's fine, but anything that just does a little twizzle, can't do it. Cannot hack it.
L'inspiration est cette lumière qui brille dans le cœur de chaque héros.
Dans toi, regarde au fond.
I really enjoyed that. The drones just made it so special. And I felt like it had a fair bit of fireworks in it as well. Really, really good. Disney definitely know how to put on a good show, but I am knackered. I'm following the droves of people and I'm heading back to the van to sleep because I'm knackered. But what an epic 2 days. It's been so good. So, so good.